Thanks for visiting www.stormtopia.com. All eyes poised on the flooding threat that's going to impact the Northeast in a significant way, I believe, by next week. Or excuse me, over the weekend. And I want to show you a number of things that have played a role in the forecast, some of the certainties and uncertainties in my latest expectations. Here's the current radar imagery showing we got the low pressure making its way across central and northern Michigan right now. We've got snow to the north and to the east, a bit to the southeast, the low. We've got rain pushing through the Detroit area. Big time severe weather outbreaks starting in the Gulf Coast states, and the reason for that is that the trough is starting to push off to the south, but it's going to do more of that as we go over the next couple of days, and this trough is back in this region is really going to play a significant role in the storm. And that's just want to explain using the NAM model today, but I think there's some imperfections in all the models, and that includes the NAM. Now let's make our way out to this evening. There is your precip, okay, spreading back through west of the Appalachians. At that point, your trough, positioned in this region, okay? So that's where your that's where your dome of high of troughiness is, and that's pushing southward. At the same time, you're tapping the Gulf, so you're continuing to get some heavy rain and severe weather at this point south of Atlanta. Well, what happens as we go out through time here is by the time we make our way out to about the midnight hours, that's made its way all the way to Shreveport. And it's still heading south. So that by early tomorrow morning on Thursday, we've got the trough positioned like this all the way to the Gulf. And because of that, your flow around the trough is like this. That's important because if the flow is like this, then your moisture from the Gulf is getting picked up in that flow and then pushed off to the north and east. And that's what's going to develop through the day on Thursday, is additional precipitation coming into Georgia, Florida, moving off to the northeast, and beginning the flood threat. So you see what happens here. Here's that moisture, and here it is at the 18Z stage on Thursday, pushing through the Appalachians. And that's the case for the evening hours. Now here's where I think the NAM is wrong. Cold front, this position. Right now the NAM thinks all the heavy precip's going to be west of the cold front, then it's going to lift off, then a little bit of precip's going to go by with the cold front and push east with a little bit of rain on southern New England, in southern New England, during the day on Friday. Do I think that's going to happen? No, I do not think that's going to happen. And here's why. What I think is the case is that these models are underestimating where this main shield of precip from the Gulf will end up developing. I really don't think they have a handle on it right now. You can see, here's your heavy shield. Next frame moves on back through here, eventually through time. This is the only area that gets heavy rain, and I don't think that's going to occur. I think that's going to extend back in here, and some of it's going to extend all the way back through here. Sure, I should probably redraw that. I apologize. I think it's going to extend back through here, and some of it's going to extend all the way back through here, in the Boston area. And this is what I expect. This is my rainfall accumulation map, okay? I'm thinking east of Boston, not too much going on, other than the Atlantic Ocean. Looks like a ½ inch to an inch of rain. Boston, west, you're looking at 1 inch to 2 inches through the north country of New England. Western Massachusetts and western Connecticut is going to get 2 to 4 inches, and that's going to be the case for most of the big cities. I think Richmond's probably going to get about 1 to 2 inches. For those wondering, all my Richmond fans, no, you're not in the red zone. And most of northern New Jersey is going to experience major river flooding once again. The Housatonic River, Pompton Lakes, or whatever, they're all going to be back in the major flooding. And the Wilkes-Barre area of Pennsylvania is likely to experience a major flooding. So guys, depending on how exactly this plans out, you can count on Stormtopia being first on the scene. We will be out there chasing if flooding threatens. So stay tuned to our website and have a great day.